Dear children, last day I taught you challenging the caste system, lesson 10 in history. First, evils of the caste system also taught you last day. Now, page number 63, look and arguments for reforms in caste system. Arguments for reforms in caste system. Caste reform were initiated in the 19th century by some enlightened and educated Indians. Such reforms are motivated by a spirit of inquiry to replace blind faith in current tradition, belief system and custom of the society. They were also aware of the fact that the cause of our subjugation was the internal weakness of our social structure. Educated Indians were greatly moved by the Western ideas of humanism and rationalism, and so they began to look at the strength and shortcoming of society in order to remove these social evils. The factors responsible for intending reform in the caste system were as follows. First, the rigid caste system had fractured the Hindu society deeply. The social disunity was disastrous for Hindu society as a whole. The educated reformers believed that the hereditary caste system was a great hindrance in the development of one's talents and personal advancement. The rigid caste rule made the Hindu religion unpopular. The lower caste restored the conserv- conservation, conversion of the faith, mainly Christianity. The caste system was largely responsible for the development of narrow outlook among the Indians and did not allow them to mix freely with the foreigners or to adopt radical views. The Sudras were considered untouchable. They were exploited by the upper castes. They lived in seclusion and led a miserable life. The caste system was responsible for a low psychological development, national poverty, hindrance in intellectual progress, aversion for social reform, limit on individual liberty, hindrance in the development of nationalism, class conflict, moral degradation, and false sense of the pride among the upper caste. This created inequalities and disunity in society. Ideas and efforts of reforms. Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule was born in low caste Mali family. He had personally experienced the humiliation and disgrace that the lower caste had to face in Hindu society. He founded by the Satya Shodak Samaj in 1873, which crusaded against the dominance of the high caste. It worked for equal rights for the people of the oppressed class. He condemned the caste system and opened the gates of the Samaj for everyone without any distinction of the caste and religion. Versalingam Versalingam Kandukuri Virsalingam was born into an Orthodox Brahmin family of Andhra Pradesh. He looked as a school teacher in his later life and waged a long battle for the rights of women, campaigned against the caste system, and encouraged intercaste marriage. He campaigned against untouchability. He was a great supporter of the oppressed and the downtrodden. He founded the Rajmundry Association in 1878. Now, C. Narayan Guru. C. Narayan Guru was born into an Ajava family of Travancore in Kerala in 1854. The Anajavas were considered as untouchables. He received Sanskrit education, so far considered a prerogative of the upper castes only, and devoted himself to the cause of the upliftment of the Ejevas and other oppressed people. In 1903, he established the Sri Narayan Dharma Paripalan Yogam, which carried on the crusade to allow untouchable to worship in Hindu temples. He established several temples without the images of the deities. His organization became a powerful political force of South India in the early 20th century. E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, popularly known as Periyar, was born in Madras, now Chennai. He was painted to see the sad plight of the Dalit who had suffered seclusion, oppression, and exploitation for many centuries. He set up an organization named as Dravida Kanjangam, which worked for the reservation of the low caste people in government job. Now Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi worked tirelessly for reforming the caste system and upliftment of the depressed class and denounced untouchability. He believed in the doctrine of the equality as embodied in the Gita. He undertook a fast unto death when the British government tried to separate the Harijan from Hindus through the Communal Award of 1932. He founded the Harijan Sevak Samaj in 1932 for the upliftment of Harijans. He began the publication of a weekly paper, Harijan, in 1933 and through it took up the cause of Harijans. He himself began to live with the Harijans in their colonies. He attached great importance to the eradication of the evil practice of untouchability. Now, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar, full form of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution and the best known leader of the Dalit fought for the right of the Dalit community. He was born into the Mahar caste, which was considered untouchable. Dr. Ambedkar was the first person of his caste who went to England to train as a lawyer. He led many efforts to gain entry into temples later in life. He converted to Buddhism along with his 2 lakh followers in search for a religion that treated all members of the society equally. In 1924, Dr. Ambedkar led the foundation of the Akhil Bharati Bahishkrit Hitkarni Sabha to improve the lot of the depressed class and to promote education among them. He rendered free legal service to the depressed classes to fight against any injustice. He laid great emphasis on education of the depressed classes. For this purpose, he established the depressed classes education society and opened many schools and colleges to promote education among the downtrodden. Dr. Ambedkar struggled for the social and political rights of the depressed class. He forced the British government to remove all the restriction on the entire of the depressed class to different government and semi-government job. It was due to his efforts that the depressed class got many seats in the legislative assemblies and legislative council. Social reformers contributed a lot of transforming the religion and society and raised nationalism into a strong footing. First, the reform movements brought about significant change in the condition and position of women, especially of depressed classes. Many laws were subsequently passed. Many reforms set up school for right girls to serve the cause of their education. Almost all reforms attack the caste system and the inhuman practice of untouchability. Intercaste and intercommunity marriage brought people together. Most reform movement gave rise to the feeling of nationalism as they untied united people by breaking down social barriers, barriers. Unfortunately, most of the reformers work within the framework of their community and as such influence only a small percentage of the population.